guys, welcome back to another video. This time I wanted to show you a tier list I made for starters and their evolutions. So starting with the S tier, you guys know that Sceptile is my favorite Pokemon, so Trico, in my opinion, is the best base form of a starter. The other two you guys recognize Totodile and Litten. If you've been on the channel for a while, you know why Totodile and Litten are super good, in my opinion. Litten is the first form of my mascot Incineroar. Moving on to A tier, Charmander. Charizard, you guys know, used to be my favorite Pokemon of all time. I've mentioned that a couple times. Sobble, Rowlet, Scorbunny because of the Nuzlocke, Turtwig because it's the only starter I've ever used in Diamond and Pearl, Turtwig because it's the only starter I've ever used in Diamond and Pearl, Bulbasaur because I love Bulbasaur. B tier, Froakie, Squirtle, Cyndaquil, Popplio, and Piplup. I've never used Piplup or Empoleon, but it is a really good Pokemon that I think is adorable. Moving on to C tier, Snivy, Mudkip, Grookey. Honestly, I think Grookey could have been improved some. You know, in reality, all the Gen 7 starters could have. Chimchar, you guys might be a little mad at me for this one. Chimchar is kind of lower because I think it's kind of overrated. I never really admired Chimchar's design. Overall, Chimchar isn't great or bad to me, so that's why it's in the neutral tier. Torchic and Pepig. D tier, Oshawott. I really like Simrats. If it weren't for those, I'd put Oshawott in the F tier. But Fennekin, you know, their whole evolution line has that ear hair thing that just kind of throws me off from liking it too much. Chikorita, I've used it a couple times in playthroughs of Gold and Silver. And Chespin is in the F tier for a very good reason. Its whole line sucks. It's kind of annoying. And also the whole bonnet thing that it wears, that's what just throws my whole likeness of this thing off. There's just no good redeeming quality of this thing. I mean, its shiny is alright, but you know. Alright, moving on to the first evolutions of starter Pokemon. It's kind of like the awkward phase for Pokemon, like their teenager phase. It's kind of hard to like some of the middle evolutions of starters, but I did end up choosing the order of these Pokemon. So starting in S tier, honestly, Ivysaur is one of my favorite unevolved Pokemon of all time. For the whole perfectness factor, I fully evolve all of my Pokemon, but Ivysaur is, in my opinion, is one of the best unevolved Pokemon of all time. Pokemon Trainer and Smash Bros has Ivysaur, and Ivysaur, in my opinion, is the best part of that set. Moving on to the A tier, Raboot. Once again, I gained some likeness to the whole Scorbunny line through the Shield Nuzlocke, and Quilava. Monferno, in my opinion, is the best form of the whole evolutionary line. Moving on to Torracat. Braixen. Serena had a Braixen. I like how it has the stick in its tail. I really like bushy tails like that on any design of like characters or anything like that are like animals. Croconaw, higher because it's a form of Feraligatr. It would be lower if I didn't like Feraligatr so much because it's kind of weird with the whole caveman thing that comes out of nowhere. Moving on to C tier, Duwat, Marshtomp, Dartrix, Prinplup, Thwackey, Charmeleon, Wartortle. I really like Wartortle's design with little wings and stuff like that. D tier, Combuskin, its body shape is questionable. Frogadier, Servine, Bayleaf, Gravile. It's my least favorite part of the whole Trico line, which I explained this, I think, in the last episode of Black 2. The little leaf on the top of his head just throws it all off for me. It just looks so weird. His whole design just gets thrown off by that, and honestly, I just think it's a letdown for the whole Trico line. I think it's like the least fitting. I know that a lot of people love Gravile, but honestly, I think that's just because of Mystery Dungeon, and it's like the one Mystery Dungeon game I haven't played, so. F tier, Brioni. I've never really liked Brioni. The hair things that make it look like it has pigtails, it's just weird, and it just throws off the whole design, honestly. Drizzle, Quilladin, it just looks like it put a fat suit on. Honestly, I just think it's super ugly. Alright, moving on to the last tier list I made the final evolutions of starter Pokemon. Starting with the S tier once again, we have my favorite Pokemon of all time, Sceptile, my mascot, Incineroar. So those are obviously in S tier for a reason. Moving on to A tier, the first three Pokemon are in my top 10 favorite Pokemon list, but they're kind of lower. Charizard's my 4th favorite, Alligator's my 5th favorite, Decidueye is like my 8th favorite, Greninja, Venusaur, Blastoise, Cinderace, higher because of the Shield Nuzlocke that I did on the channel recently, Inteleon, Swampert, Torterra, the tree on its back and the stones, the fact that it looks like a whole outside landscape is really cool and very artsy. Samurott. Samurott is the best part of the Oshawott line. It's the redeeming quality of Oshawott. Typhlosion, Empoleon, Primarina, and then Rillaboom. And Fernape's in the C tier only because, you know, I don't like it as much as most people do. I think it's kind of overrated. Speaking of overrated Pokemon, there's Blaziken. Nothing negative to Blaziken besides that. Ganium's in the D tier. Emboar, Serperior, Delphox, because of the whole fact that it looks like it has a bunch of ear hair. F tier, once again, is Chestnut, because the whole Chespin line sucks, and if you like the whole Chespin line, I'm sorry that you have that opinion. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know in the comments what tier lists I should make next, because I want to turn it into a series. So yeah, leave in the comments what other categories of Pokemon to put in tier lists that I should do next, and this is Inferno Man Burden out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye.